Yo, I'm here in my car, so you know it's important. What you're about to see is my unfinished videos from 2025. Because for one reason or another, they just didn't get done. Like, I couldn't get the people to get back in with me, Travis, to play again. So that's one video. I just didn't have time for another one. So, it's 3 different video games. So just stick around, see if there's one you might like. You can fast forward, rewind, whatever you want to do. And Jump Force, beginning of 2026. That's going to be the first video of 2026. Don't know when, but I got to record it. So, yeah. See you then. Look at this dude's name.
Your abilities know no bounds. Why, it beggars belief.
Of course.
Incredible. Utterly incredible.
I'm the master of faster, man. Let's go.
All right.
And my imagination is peak.
Wow, he's really gushing this time. Though I'd say you definitely earned it.
Of course.
It cannot have been an easy journey, full of meetings and partings, trials and joys, all from which you've come to find your own way of life. There must have been many people who have wished, worked, and given themselves for your support. Indeed, you could never have achieved so much alone. I see. If you have come so far, with motes of the people's light in your wake, then perhaps I was wrong, and the world is not lost to hope. A strange revelation, but I confess, I do not resent being proven wrong.
I could have told you that.
I could have told you that. There's always hope.
I, Prince Will. I just found out his name is Will. That's crazy.
Now then, I'd like to present your next task. But, alas, I have none to give. There is nothing more to be done. With this, you have seen our mutual endeavors through to the end. There are 2 reasons. The first being that my knowledge of archetypes ends here. I have nothing more to teach. You have already mastered the legendary power of the Prince. Beyond that, aloft the highest treetops, is a boundary that only you can see. You have outpaced me on the path to the ultimate archetype. I believe I have helped you all I can. As for the other reason...
What's wrong? Oh, by the way, did you get that lost memories thing figured out?
Unfortunately, the rest of my memories have not come to me. However, I did arrive at a conclusion of sorts.
What's that?
Why was I confined here? And where in the world is this place? My apologies, but for now, I'll refrain from explaining my conclusion so simply. It could cast a shadow over the archetype's growth. No, more so your own.
What's that supposed to mean?
He being a
This room
punk
is
and not
the
telling me.
remains of the Mage Academy. No, it's likely a place the 2 of you know very well. That you and I met was no coincidence. Everything has been connected
He's in the
from beginning.
castle.
If the hypothesis I've reached is correct, my memory will soon return in full, and I will gladly tell you all. Yes, though there is one memory I know for certain, beyond speculation. The reason why I wrote the fantasy novel. I mentioned once that in my youth, I went on a journey. I met many people in my travels, and it is for their sakes that I wrote my tale, as an ideal I hoped to make true.
In your youth? You don't look that old to me. You're talking like this is all way in the past.
Ah, indeed. I suppose I am.
I
I
mean,
shared my stories with the people I cared for dearly, that we might dream of the same future and thus strive toward it. I've no idea what became of them, or how they now live, but I'm glad to have remembered them. Their echoes have given me a new goal, crystal clear. Someday I will leave this place behind and reunite with my companions. I'd like to give you some tangible token of my appreciation as well. If we only ever meet in this mind space, I can't give you so much as a single letter.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh, we can journey
When
together.
that time comes, let's go on our own journey together.
And so our odyssey would continue, hmm? Yes, a wonderful idea. Thank you. When we met, I styled myself as your guide. But in truth, I think you guided me just as much.
Bro, can you turn down the background music, dude? I can't hear more talk.
It seems he'd like to show his appreciation too.
Yes, Plateau, my buddy. What you got for me? Oh,
Thank you, my friend.
He said,
I'm glad we met.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Keeper and heritor of the Seeker's virtues. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
we did it!
Dreams will forever elude our grasp.
Archetype stat bonuses 5+3. Cool.
Thank you for this heart-to-heart. Visit me whenever you need to, as always. We have a pivotal battle ahead of us, after all. I truly look forward to the day where you master the power of all archetypes and become a hero king, a great unifier of heroic spirits. We will meet again.
That we will. It's time for the Goon Squad to goon! Right? Right? Hello and welcome to the adventures of Jalen. We're doing a Pal World Nuzlocke. So there's a randomizer option now, and you can actually set it to where when a pal dies, they're dead for good. So yeah, let's do that. It'll be great.
It's already 3:07. I hate this place.
I know, right? The days just be going on forever.
Ow.
How would you like to alter your brain today?
Allow me to introduce myself once again. My name is Dataran. I'd like to thank you for your assistance.
What assistance?
Right then, where shall I begin? The execution was proposed by Alonso himself. He agreed to bear the weight of my crimes and die with them. That is, under one condition. He had me declare my support for your candidacy by naming you as the key figure who put an end to the people's suffering. And in doing so, Alonso would accomplish his goal, to bring you great renown.
He didn't need to die for something like that.
Perhaps
No, he did not.
it was meant to be a form of atonement. By giving you recognition and building your reputation, he could pave you a path to the crown. He truly believed that you could change the world. Alonso entrusted me with this letter, or rather, with his last words.
I wager you must be furious with me. I'm sorry I didn't let you in on the plan. I knew you would be against it. Believe it or not, I considered myself a just person. My cons were always in the service of a greater good. I convinced myself that it was all for my hometown, for my mother. But that pretense crumbled away, along with her life. I realized everything I'd done was out of my own selfish desires. Such a man ought to die. So, I found a way to make a worthy end of it. Come to think of it, death, too, is perhaps its own selfish escape. When you stopped me, I could finally confront that about myself. The truth of the matter is, I like lying. I like tricking people. Perhaps I never needed to be a good person. On the day of my execution, you'll be lauded as a hero, and everyone in attendance will be none the wiser about my deception. Yes, before long,
Yeah,
you'll
that is what
ascend
happened.
to the throne, and the world will become a slightly better place. All thanks to my lies. I've done far too much wrong in my life. But in my final moments, I will become the kind of person I've always aspired to be. I owe it all to you. Even though I know this wasn't the conclusion you wished for, you have my gratitude.
Dang.
The devious schemer, Alonso, keeper and heritor of the Faker's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Remember your promise.
I can study the
Become
trickster. I will always remember you,
Are
Alonso.
you all right?
He's one of my favorite.
I have to win. No matter what.
You mustn't be hasty. Alonso believed you could bring about a better future, didn't he? You there. Bring him what we've discussed.
What the?
This is Alonso's fortune. Though half of it was pinched from my coffers. Still, the fact that he managed to steal all this is quite impressive.
What are you planning to do with it?
Rest assured, I won't be taking it with me. Not after all that's happened. Alonso intended to give this money to his village, but he was terribly distraught when they wouldn't accept it. However, if you, the hero, were to give them the money, that'd be a different matter. Might you donate his fortune in your name?
All right. I'll do it.
Where's
Thank
the
you.
option to keep it?
He'll rest easier, knowing it was you. I'll make arrangements for a coachman to transport this to the village. Until then, his property shall be in my care. Come speak with me once you've arrived. I ask this of you in his stead.
This one's important.
Okay. Okay, we made it to our first possible captures. Everything else is too high. Alright, buddy. You're coming with me. I said you're coming with me. Yeah, perfect. Woohoo! First pal. Let's get it. So the way this works is different areas, you know? We can only capture one pal. And so if we look at the map, the Plateau of Beginnings, that's our pal. So we'll just have to find different locations. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I built my base on the beach. So I'm just gonna go back there.
Ready up.
I am ready. It's loading.
Start it now.
I can't start it. Look, it says
Oh my
connecting to
God.
Argus HQ. We have to wait for it to load.
Oh my god.
Are you able to join if I'm like in the game already?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Here, I'm gonna start the game and then try and invite you like that. Oh, it started. See, you just gotta calm down.
All I wanted was to laugh
and live with our people in peace. If I could have just gotten out of that damn city and been with me own, I'd never have asked for anything else. Tell me, why? Why did they have to die? People like us. Are we not allowed to hope for better? Of course we are. I saw them in my dreams, you know. Spent all my wakeless hours with them. Good food, good company, good laughs. The kind that makes you gut hurt. But eventually, I'd wake up alone, and I'd wonder, maybe it'd have been better to die among mates than live like this. And that's why, when I saw you were alive, Basilio, I felt joy like you couldn't imagine. I felt it too, lad. It hit me too. I was so happy to see you here. Bloody hell. I'll never live this down. Good thing Fidelio can't see me now, or he'd beat the shite out of me. Tell me not to show my mangy face round you again. Yeah, that sounds like Artel.
Goodbye, Vecna. You will be missed.
Shame, eh? Managed to find each other again. Just too late. Couldn't go on unless I found something to blame. Glad it was you who came to stop me. Hell. If I'd had you sticking by, maybe things had been different. Even that damn sunrise would be just the end of another stupid story round some flagons.
But you're a legend, Vinka. You're our pride. You fought the world this far all on your own, so don't worry. I'll take care of the rest, yeah?
Right. It's a promise, then.
I swear to you, Vinka. And to Del. I'll handle it.
Thanks, mate.
Vinka? This was the best we could do for them. Right?
He smiled for you, didn't he?
Glad I got to see it. One last time. You saw that smile, yeah? Like he was trusting everything to us. From the bottom of his heart. Aye. I'm gonna get stronger. One day, I'll even pass Del. You watch me, Vinka. I swear I will.
Thank you.
We did it.
All right.
You know, I've not been hearing about those killings anymore.
They catch the killer, you suppose? Must have been a real monster behind it all.
No, he wasn't. Vinka was... Sorry. Let's go. Vinka, you weren't a monster. I could tell as soon as I saw him again. He must have been hurting a lot worse than me. But he still gave me those herbs. No hesitation.
He was a man worthy of your respect.
Yeah. At least we know that now. He was a true warrior, fighting on and carrying everyone in his heart. He and Ardell, they had that in common.
And now they're together.
Honestly, part of me kind of decided that if I could save Vinka, then I could get over losing Del. Them two weren't that different. Always worrying about our brothers and sisters more than themselves, like. and trying to sort everything out on their own, rushing into their own problems head on. That's them too. Ever since I was a kid, my brother's always been the one pulling me along. Scary as hell making your own path in life, especially if you got something you want to protect. But it's not about the fear. I'm excited to make my own future, see how it all turns out. It makes me wonder if Del and Lady Rella felt like this. Look, Cap. I want to make a better world than the one they left me. I'm gonna build a future that's got room for our joys, where everyone's got a reason to smile. That's me new dream.
We'll make it happen.
We'll definitely make that dream come true.
Yeah. One day, I'll be powerful enough to change the world. I know it. If this mess with Vinka taught me anything, it's that I've still got a lot of growing up to do. So, from here on, I'm gonna stake everything on my own willpower. Time was, I'd all but given up on the future. But now, I feel like we can make a world worth fighting for that world. For your aims. I'll lay down my life if I have to. I swear it, as Basilio Magnus of the Brothers Magnus.
I can sense the resolve of two from Basilio. Him and Del.
The ardent champion, Basilio, keeper and heritor of the Berserker's virtue. By the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I'm gonna carry all their hopes now, I swear it. Anyhow, tonight, let's dance till daybreak. Hey! What's the matter? Vinka's funeral, eh? And a funeral means singing, dancing, a proper knees up, right? What's that look for? Don't tell me that's only us Parapus what do that. Well, who cares? Gotta send Vinka off with a smile anyhow. Let's get the whole gang together. Give everyone a night to remember. Right, I better start figuring out the feast. Gonna have to cook loads, what with all of our friends. And I'm definitely making me and Del's favourites. Del never got a proper send-off either, come to think. So let's drink, eat, and dance this part all through the night.
Hey, so, my footage got corrupted, kind of sad, but I discovered something amazing, that whenever I die, I can literally spawn anywhere in the world. So I did that, caught a few pals. This is what my team's looking like now. These are all the ones I got. You know, Panglet, we got the boar guy, don't remember his name. Got the little electric hedgehog, the froggy, this thing, and this thing. So yeah, I was basically explaining while I was doing it all that of course I need to catch pals for my base in order to progress. So this land ball, not usable. He's in the base. I did have these two humans that I caught as well, but my base got attacked, and so now they're dead. So even if they're in your base when they die, they're dead. I don't know how Lamball survived. He's the GOAT, I guess. But yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna go hunt for materials so I can build some walls and stuff, because I haven't done that much. You know, I was just exploring, catching pals. Like, these are all the places I went to on the map. So yeah. We're just gonna go get resources. How do I grapple?
Yeah, this is last time. The Rock. Chloe just said she want to see The Rock.
Yeah. He doesn't really go out that much. Oh, I'm
So
killing it!
The rock is there to look intimidating and then leave.
Yo, look at my movement, dog. You're so jealous.
That girl's amazing. I'm kind of emotional right now.
She looks a bit rustic, but she might have what it takes to be a songstress.
Look at Myrtis now. Her audience is melting in her hands. I asked Capra to make some connections, and I think introducing Myrtis here was the right choice.
I think she's got potential.
Yes, she really does. If I don't watch out, she may just pass me up. Her voice, though, it lights a fire in my heart.
You came?
Oh, I just wanted to catch a few notes. But I must admit, you sing with a river of emotions, and it swept me away. I didn't expect to say it, but I was having a great time.
You don't say. Well, thanks. I'll take your word for it. As for me, I think I've learned to face my demons. There's nothing standing between me and my songs now, so you keep an eye out, because I'll be right on your tail. Next time we meet, we'll be sharing a stage.
Well, shouldn't you be off then? Take too long and I'll have a stage larger than this country.
There's that telltale confidence. I will be off, but do enjoy your time here.
The cheek on that one. But you know, my good man, I think this whole ordeal has finally shown me exactly why I sing. It's not the lyrics, it's not the harmony, it's the power of the song as a whole. And it varies. When Myrtis sings, you can feel her fiery passion. But for me, I want my music to give people hope, no matter how deep the despair. I want my songs to show people that there is always a light that they just have to reach out and touch. That the future is worth fighting for. I think that's what the world needs right now.
You already fill me with hope.
To hear that from you, of all people, is high praise indeed. But just you watch. I'm not done growing. Well, it would be much easier to do that if the world weren't under a constant barrage of tragedies.
Yeah,
So let's work together to create a world where everyone can hear me sing in peace.
We'll create a new country. Together.
Lovely. We'll be humming a merry tune the whole way. My sister told me something once. She said I should always strive to get my voice out to more and more people. Journey has been difficult at times, but I'm so glad I never gave up. And as for you, you better be at my side, listening to every note.
Of course.
The ephemeral songstress, Juna, keeper and heritor of the masked dancer's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
A future filled with happy songs is almost here.
Cool.
All right, enough of that. Tonight we drink. You're stuck with me until the dawn breaks. Don't make that face. I just want to see what kind of music you like.
So, it occurred to me while I'm just gathering materials that I've never explained, you know, the adventures of Jalen to all the new people who haven't been around for the last 4 years. So here it is. This is Jalen, my brother / best friend. And back in 2021, I just had the idea one day, you know, to just make a video playing Jump Force where I play as Jalen. And it was, can Jalen save the Jump Force? So, in that game, you know, the whole lore of Jump Force is all the anime worlds collide into one, and, you know, it's your job to save it and stop who's doing it. So in my head, here's the lore of Jalen. You know, he was saving the Jump Force, and when everyone else went back to their worlds, he somehow, maybe he got tricked or something, who knows, not important, ended up in the Dragon Ball universe and was captured by the Time Patrollers, and they asked for his help to keep the Dragon Ball timeline intact, which takes us into episode 2 of The Adventures of Jalen, which is in Xenoverse. You know, so... But because he's not from the Dragon Ball universe, he has the ability to fix other universes, so he's the ultimate Time Patroller, which takes us into him going to help the One Punch Man world, which wasn't in Jump Force, and also into the Naruto world there, you know, and when that takes us into him going and, you know, there's a lot. He's the most powerful being in the multiverse. So that takes us into the multiverse of Jalen's, which was an invasion led by evil Jalen. So there would be only one Jalen left. And, you know, he succeeds. And he defeats the protector of the multiverse. And so he's able to control the multiverse and shape it into his image, which then leads us into Baldur's Gate 3, Evil Jalen's story, you know, the Dark Urge. And as you know, the ending of that, spoilers, he conquers everything in the name of Baal. So after that, you know, living in a world with all the dead and everything, you know, gets a little boring. So something happens, not sure, which causes him to lose his powers and his memories as he washed up the shore of Palworld. And here we are. That is the lore. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You're such a hater, dog.
What is this?
I got shot!
Yellow.
Back! I knew you two could manage it! Most helpful. Ooh, would have been dire indeed if the thief were the one to complete it.
Didn't they save us some trouble?
There's something I've got to tell you two. It's about what these relics really are.
What are they?
It was nagging at me a bit, you recall? Why were the relics scattered all across the lab?
There must be a reason.
Has to be, eh? I thought the same. As if someone deliberately made sure they'd be separated. You see, in the course of my tinkering, I worked out that these relics could still function as components to a greater device. The trigger mechanism is a bit like magic igniters, but without a doubt, it's something different altogether. Something utterly transcending modern technology. Based on the few clues present, and my own technical knowledge, I can only conclude it's a weapon of mass destruction, capable of destroying the world as we know it.
A weapon?
Like the King's magic, or Luis's magic. No, perhaps something even greater. It's a power that could end an entire civilization.
This little thing could do all that. Why even make something so...
Who knows? No way now of telling the creator's motives. But I think I understand how this sort of thing happens. Once you're struck with a grand enough idea, you can't help but bring it to life. As a technician, no doubt they only thought to prove their hypothesis, no matter the danger involved. Only, once it became real, they saw the horror in what they'd created. And so this was their effort to bury it, scattering it in pieces across Ukrainian leagues. Hard to say if they plan to put it back together someday, or if they just couldn't bring themselves to destroy the fruit of their labors. Say, oh boy, what do you suppose we should do with this?
Let's use it to defeat Luis.
And potentially annihilate the entire continent in the process.
Yes.
No. I'm grateful you gathered all the pieces for me, but I have a responsibility. I'm going to destroy it myself. I hope you can understand.
But how are you going to destroy it?
Couldn't be simpler, really. If we're not putting it together, you've just got to crush the central component. If I'd found this as a younger man, it wouldn't even have crossed my mind to break it. After traveling with you all, and getting to keep working on the runner, it's all been a sharp reminder of why I became an engineer. Technology's not a selfish pursuit. It's something you use to make other people's lives better, happier. That's how I managed to make this gauntlet runner fly. So thank you.
Well, your best work's still ahead of you, right?
Ah, you really do understand me. Yes, a proper genius can't bally well rest on his laurels, can he? So, in that vein, let me pledge my support anew, what? As genius, inventor, and architect of the people's joys.
Yes. Shake my hand, brother.
The free-hearted engineer, Neurus, keeper and heritor of the gunner's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
If we can build an engine, we can build a nation. Under the circumstances, we've got to learn to take inspiration from the world around us, instead of mooning and pining over brilliance of the past. Plenty of modern inventions took design inspiration from this sort of relic too. We'll need to work out how to make them safer to operate. Right, splendid. I'm feeling positively activated now. Let's have a proper think for the rest of today. Work out some exciting new concepts together. And while we're at it, would you mind hanging around to watch me break this old thing?
Of course. I should have been the MVP. It should have been me, not him. Me.
How am I now?
Okay, I'm gonna count that as one I can use.
Did my last words have you in tears?
The goat returns.
What's with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
How are you even alive?
What? Did you want me dead? Sorry to disappoint, but as you can see, I'm no spectre. Even if the world would have preferred otherwise, I plan to keep living. As long as you and my mother wish for it. consider the letter a bit of a stage prop.
But everything you wrote was sincere.
Quite so. Alas, did my deceit diminish my sincerity? I'm sure you've told your fair share of lies as well. The same is true of all your future subjects. No man or woman is completely honest. Fiction has its role to play in supporting people. Like with you in that book you hold so dear, yes?
Yes.
But there comes a time in all lives where reality starts to give chase. It closes in on us eventually. So when that time comes, well, if that time comes, we'll run from it for as long as we can. Is that so wrong? Of course not. It all comes back to weakness. But it's weakness that makes people interesting. I find it endearing. Should you ever have a need of deception, you can rely on me. I'll be at your service, no matter where or when.
I'll be counting on you, Alonso.
And I, you. Now, go on and show me that new world of yours. Well, I do hope we can keep seeing each other like this. Come what may. So long, young majesty.
It's the giant glowing.
He gonna ask, where we going? Whatever, like.
It's this one that we already going to, right?
Yeah, where I'm standing.
Nigga, I was already going over there.
Wrong.
Yeah, never
Oh, disappointing. The prize is already in my hands. All that's left is to wait until it might be awoken. The people must think I'm the one behind the madness in their hearts. Okay. I can see why you felt such hopelessness. The more anxious the people grow, the more they choose blind fanaticism over confronting their fears. This was no fault of yours. Simply their nature. Knowing all this, I shall claim the ideals you abandoned and finish it in your stead. But I have my own interpretations to add.
Okay.
The Skybound app.
The fastest alive.
You know, this past decade, DC has been sucking your fucking pussy dry, seems like. You got hella
Travis,
plot on
what is
every show that
happening
you're
to
in.
you?
Any source of media that you're in.
The royal palace has changed. 'Tis a shadow of its past.
Tis just as chaotic within.
Of course it is.
Your Majesty, do you hear me? I speak to you as His Highness, the Prince's Royal Guard, Hulkenberg, Knight in your service. His Highness, the Prince, your heir apparent, has just arrived. Will your Majesty break the spell and allow His Highness to succeed the throne?
Don't think we're getting an answer, no matter how long we wait. No choice but to venture in.
We must tread carefully. I can sense the presence of humans inside.
This place is swarming with Magla too. Even I can feel it. Where's it all coming from?
It must be the anxieties of the royal capital's people. And by extension, of the entire country.
Luis would call it righteous, but in the end, he's only preying upon the people's fear. Let's go. There's bound to be something inside that's driving the people mad. We've got to pin down its source.
Easy now.
What is this?
Hey! Suck
You
it.
ain't earned that.